just before we wrap up, we're gonna do a little pretend game here. You're the host of the program. You're gonna ask questions of one another. Ooh. So, you know, maybe it has to do with the games, something happened in the past, something is happening now. Anything you want to ask. I'm just kind of vamping here while you think of the question. Leroy, you'll ask Carl, and Carl, you'll ask Leroy. So anybody want to jump in?
You know, I'm going to ask you a question about Cameron, because it's really interesting, because he's Cameron's coach, and I work with him as well. Yeah. And so Cameron makes the team and goes to the games. And you're sitting in Rio. What will you be thinking? You're sitting in Rio because if he goes, he's either on a relay or he's in the sprint. How will you contain yourself?
You know, one, I'll be really proud because for him to make a team at 21, it'll be the experience of a lifetime. But we have 3 children, obviously, Joshua and Jaden. But you know, Cameron he's our oldest, he's our first, and for him to blaze a trail like that for himself, given all of the complexity of being the father of former world record holder, you know, that'll be a really, really proud moment for me. You know, we got a few days to see if we can make it happen. But you know, I always, no matter what happens, I'll just want him to be, and I say this to all of our athletes, be at his best when it matters most, and this will matter the most. And so if he gets it done, you know, I mean, I couldn't be prouder as a parent. You know, I'm sure my wife Michelle will feel the same way.
I'm sure she would too. Question for Carl?
Well, see, I'm too busy answering the question. That's why you asked first. Huh?
Exactly. God, 30-some years.
You know, no. Here's an issue, because I think, you know, that full circle thing. You know, Carl, your mother was an Olympian, and you know what kind of pressure, what kind of expectation did you feel as you were going through your Olympic?
What a great question.
Ooh, okay. Well, you know, it's really an interesting thing, because growing up, my mom and dad started a track club that I joined. They were teachers at schools I went to, so I saw them all the time. And first of all, growing up, I was a late bloomer, as everyone knows. So therefore, they kind of encouraged me to keep going and lied to me and said I was going to be good one day. And somehow I believed it, you know. But when I was going through, what was the most interesting thing is how just becoming my own person and watching how, especially my father, you know, because he was kind of a proud guy and he would never, you know, show the emotion and all of that. And then seeing Mom, who was kind of, I wouldn't say more emotional, but more attached. But the bottom line was that she was kind of the more driving force and pushing, push. You know, I remember a time we went to a meet, I didn't perform well, and they followed that bus home and then said, "Get out, work out. You didn't do anything." Wow. It was her. So, you know, when you talked about being proud, it's pretty amazing, and I know Cameron will feel that way, and I know you felt that way when you're sitting there and you perform, and then your parents are there, and you're not a perfect kid, but one thing that you did very well at. And so I just really want to, you know, thank the guidance, because they did pretty good. You know, we worked out, and I haven't done anything too crazy, and I was able to go to Helsinki in '83, my first World Championships, and that was the city where my mother made the Olympic team but didn't get a chance to go because of an injury. Yeah. So I remember being in Helsinki, and I won gold medals there, and then they're sitting in the stands, and she finally made it to Helsinki and saw a gold medal in the family. So that's what I look at it. And you know, here we are, gosh, 1969 is when I started running, you know, and here we are almost 50 years later. Wow. It's just pretty amazing.
That's right, it is. Well, now that you both outdone me as hosts, probably a good time to wrap this up. Leroy Burrell, Carl Lewis, we're so proud of you and so grateful that you took the time to be with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill. Good seeing you.